Um, hey man, credit to you. You said you was gonna make a comeback, and lo and behold, we are now tied neck and neck. Uh, the record is ugly. It's not ugly. It could be way uglier, but right now we both sitting at 20-25. It's a great
Good.
week for you. 8-5, you went on the week.
All
Not
right.
so much for me. I decided to go the opposite, which was what I did with a lot of my picks. But I went the opposite, and so I went 5-8. Anything you'd like to say?
Man, I mean, I'm proud of my picks this week, man. Um, my only regret, man, is Minnesota, dog. Like, what the hell is going on in Minnesota, dog? I just want to put this out there, man. I don't give a damn what Minnesota is doing. They're still frauds. I don't know what happened to Texas this week, but Minnesota is frauds, and I'm standing on it.
I gotta be honest, man. Um, I gotta be honest. Out of all the Michigan teams and rivalries and division rivals amongst all the teams, the my favorite team out of all, I'm talking about. I don't really watch hockey, but baseball, basketball, football. The Minnesota Vikings are my favorite division rival team. Um, I love their stadium. I love the horn. I love I love the I don't love the skull chant, but it's cool though. It's a thing. Um and, you know they always got exciting players, man. Really exciting receivers, but you know Randy Moss and now Justin Jefferson. But but yeah, no Minnesota. I don't know. Yeah, you don't want to go to Minnesota is what I'm starting to think. But it's on here. We'll get to it. First game we got is the New York Giants. Went to Cleveland. Me and you was both on Cleveland getting given 6.5, and the New York Giants messed around and won that game.
Wow, wow. I mean, even the clock is right two times a day. So I mean, flukes happen. Um, I think I saw the highlight was the Browns had a chance to win that game. Deshaun threw a pass. My man dropped it. Game over. And that was the nail in the coffin for that game. But um, I still have no faith in the Giants, man. I have no faith in Minnesota. I have no faith in the Giants.
Oh yeah, I'm with you. I have no faith in the Giants, but Malik Neighbors two touchdown catches. So with that being said, I'm going to remove my I'm gonna I'm gonna unbanish the New York Giants from teams that I'm allowed to pick. And I'm gonna put him back in the fold. Uh,
I can't be mad at that. That was a hell of a catch by Malik Neighbors.
Philly went to New Orleans, took on the Saints. We was both on New Orleans. But Philly showed up. Saquon Barkley is right now. Saquon Barkley right now, honestly, is quietly.
The best back in the league right now.
Well, I was gonna say he should be. I'm trying to think of who else would be there, but right now he's got to be a buy low MVP candidate.
Um, Saquon Barkley is single handedly saving the Eagle season, man. Everything, all their success so far has been mainly up to him. I mean, Jalen Hurts has done a few things, but it's mainly been Saquon.
Yeah. Devontae Smith left that game, took a nasty shot. They was already with AJ Brown. Dallas Goddard, tight end, ended up being their leading receiver. But yeah, no, Saquon with a couple touchdowns and ran hard. So Philly showed up that game. Like I said, he's both on New Orleans. This game now, I think I'll remove. the New York Giants from being banished, and I insert the Tennessee Titans, who were given 3 to the Green Bay Packers. You took the Packers. I took the Titans. And also on the side bet, you asked me what was the over-under of Will Levis throwing a terrible interception. And I took the over because I said Will Levis is just that guy that's going to spit in the face of conventional wisdom. And he's going to do what he's going to do. I'm going to throw the ball to the other team because that's what I do. And sure enough, he threw the ball to another guy who spits in the face of conventional wisdom, and Jair Alexander. Jair Alexander, one of my favorite cornerbacks in the league, the only guy I've ever known to make himself an honorary captain and get suspended thereafter by his team because he was not supposed to be honorary captain. But yeah, all that being said, you took that one, Green Bay with the victory.
Malik Willis for MVP, man. Let's get the vote started. Man, Malik Willis.
I apologize, Malik. I apologize, Malik Willis. I made a little jokey joke. We all know Malik can't play in Tennessee, and I did call it the Malik Willis revenge game, but I said that just joking. But nah, it was the Malik Willis revenge game.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Well, hey, let's get the chant going on. Bench Jordan Love. Bench Jordan Love.
We have a quarterback controversy in Tennessee. But for real though, like they was running read options with Malik Willis. I mean, they can't run that with Jordan Love. So, I guess what you do is you just kind of keep Jordan Love on the side as long as you can. Like, he used to it. He sat out how many seasons with Aaron Rodgers? Keep him on the side. And
no. Drink another Kool-Aid, man. Get some Gatorade over there, man. It's all right.
Yeah, because at some point you would think that teams are going to catch up to Malik Willis, and then that's when you make the change again. So I think it's a good problem to have right now.
Yeah, I think so. Who got next?
Chicago went to Indianapolis. We was both on Indianapolis, and Chicago sucks.
Chicago is turning out to be a very terrible team, man. And to be honest with you, man, I don't think they're going to stay there. Eventually, I mean, don't get me wrong, they're going to be at a bottom seed, but I think that they'll start to make some progress right towards the end of the season and start figuring it out then. But one thing that I will say is, just like Devontae Adams, DJ Moore is very frustrated with Caleb Williams.
Yeah, well, I mean, right now they don't even have Keenan Allen, so like I say, man, I said it and I say it and I'm gonna say it again. When we think of football, we think weapons. Got to give people weapons. But it's something to be said for role players. It's something. I said I don't want to hear his name no more, but it's something to be said about the Josh Reynolds of the world. Guys that are just going to be in that spot, and when the star ain't open, when all the coverage is on the star, you need your Steve Kerrs, you need your Josh Reynolds, you need those guys that just got they niche. Like you like to talk about
Allen Lazard.
Allen Lazard, exactly. And when they don't get the ball, hey, they look in the mirror and they say, hey, you're Allen Lazard. Calm down. Right now, Chicago is full. Chicago is DJ Moore's and Keenan Allen's and Roma Dunze, who wants to make a name for herself. All these guys are alphas, man. And if you got that many alphas, your quarterback got to be Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Donovan McNabb, all those old school guys. Those guys could get that ball out there. But Caleb Williams, I'm not gonna slander Caleb Williams, but Caleb Williams has not proven to be that guy yet.
Go for it.
He's out here worried about what color his nails is gonna be before the game, looking for his mom, and that dude is not that guy right now at all. So You got a long way to go. But you surrounded him with all this talent, which is cool and makes sense on paper. But you gotta understand, man. He's not there yet.
I think Caleb Williams is more infatuated with everything around football than football itself, right
now. Yeah, can't argue with that. Houston went to Minnesota, and we was both on Houston. And man, I was so close to taking Minnesota, but I got scared and I went on and took Houston. Minnesota is not missing a beat. We all expected JJ McCarthy to be the starting quarterback, but it's kind of looking like maybe Sam Darnold was the pick all along.
I think eventually Sam Darnold will become Sam Darnold, and he will do what he does to get traded, like he always does. Somebody made a good point today on Woodward. I can't remember his first name, but Dobbs last year went on a 3-game winning streak with Minnesota last week as well, and eventually he showed his true colors. And I feel like it's the same thing with Sam Darnold. There's no way he can sustain the success that he's having right now. I don't believe it. And, you know what I'm saying? And then it's up to him to prove me wrong. You know what I'm saying? If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I don't think I am.
I got nothing.
That being said, I think there was a fluke of a game that Texas lost that game. CJ Stroud had a bad game. And it's clear that teams where Joe Mixon is out of the loop severely miss him.
Yeah, I can't argue with that. Denver went to Tampa Bay. This is my most proud game of the week. The only one that I can stand by. I took Denver. You took Tampa Bay. Denver came away with the victory. Like I said, Bo Nix. I like this guy. Tampa Bay. You want to talk about? I don't want to say frauds, but I think Baker Mayfield was like leading the league in touchdown passing. So I just didn't think that was sustained.
Yeah, no. I'm not. I wasn't saying that Tampa Bay is like that. My whole pick was based on Denver being average, and I'm going to apologize to Denver. I called them exceedingly average, and they must have heard me because they showed out in that game, and they took Tampa Bay apart.
So a lot of I just made bad. I'm just looking at this like I just made some bad picks, and probably the worst pick that I made, especially for an opportunity to get a game up on you, was the LA Chargers going to the Pittsburgh Steelers. And we both took the LA Chargers. And as we both took the LA Chargers, I said it. I said, I'm sure next week we'll look back and we'll say, why did we bet against Mike Tomlin?
You don't bet against Mike Tomlin.
Against Mike Tomlin or the Pittsburgh Steelers.
In my defense,
3-0.
In my defense, I think I did say that Pittsburgh would win the game, but I took the Chargers with the points.
Pittsburgh Steelers did win the game, and the points did not help. Don't bet against Pittsburgh. Don't bet against Mike Tomlin. See, Miami went to Seattle. You had an asterisk by this game. There was no Tyler Huntley. Even when Skylar Thompson got destroyed, there was still no Tyler. There was still no Skylar Thompson. Do you know who Miami trotted out there after Skylar Thompson left the game?
Yeah, I heard whispers of a name that came to me as I was watching the other games. Tim
Boyle. Tim Boyle, a.k.a. the worst quarterback in the league, the reigning champion of worst quarterback in the league right now. Like, man, Tim Boyle, boy, I tell you.
I was like, Did I hear that right? I was like, man, they said Tim Boyle, and of course, you know, people who have who are not uh thoroughly embedded in the Lions, like Tim, who was that? And then I had to explain, oh, Tim Boyle is this terrible quarterback that used to play for the Lions.
Tim Boyle's awful.
And,
He's
and,
just
and if he and if he's quarterbacking for Miami right now, then they have no chance.
So hopefully we see Tyler Huntley soon because Miami's in trouble right now.
They need to put him out there.
Carolina went to Las Vegas. We was both on Carolina. This game shocked me.
Yeah.
This game shocked me. I'm like, man, I had to go again. I couldn't believe you didn't take the Raiders, but you took Carolina. I took Carolina, and free Devontae Adams and send Max Crosby home. Go ahead, Brad, make it happen.
So I took Carolina because I like the same thing happened last year when I think Bryce Young got hurt last year, and the backup quarterback came in for him a couple of games last year, and the team significantly improved during that stretch. And I just figured the same thing will happen this time. But yeah, free Devontae Adams, man. Let him out. He doesn't want to be there. You can tell.
But more importantly, send Max Crosby home. We need help. We need him. We need him. Just make it happen, Brad, please. That's my one Christmas wish. Baltimore went to Dallas. You took Baltimore. I tried to be cute. I took Dallas. Dallas made it a game. Ended up losing by 3, but they was only getting 1.
So Dallas Cowboy. The Cowboys cowboyed. They put up a good fight, only to lose it all in the end.
Yeah. I can't argue with you on that. Usually they make it. Usually I feel like true Dallas form though is being close all game and then falling apart at the end. But this time I thought they was gonna get blown out at home 2 weeks in a row, but they had a little bit more respect than that, and they brought it back. Dak Prescott also had a beautiful touchdown throw to bring him within I think 3. But Dallas, yeah, they're dysfunctional. And my man who should have got fired last year, their coach, I could see him, but I can't think of his name. Mike something, but he's gonna get fired. San Francisco. Here's a pick. San Francisco went to the LA take on the Rams, and I don't know if you heard this before, but Matthew Stafford has a lot of comeback victories in his career.
Really?
And shout out, believe it or not, I was rooting for the Rams in this game because my fantasy team was struggling, and shout out Kyron Williams, who had 3 touchdowns for my team. But shout out to my fiance Lindsay. Before the game, she said,
"Oh, Lindsay,"
she said, who T. Higgins? I don't know what it was, but she needed another wide receiver, and she said, "What about this Jauan Jennings?" I was like, I mean, you can pick him up. I mean, but somebody's hurt and da. And I was like, yeah, but I mean, they got Ayuk and they're gonna run the ball. And hey, shout out to her. She stuck by her guns. She put that man in, and Jauan Jennings had himself a day, 3 touchdowns. Well over 100 yards. Anybody that started him in fantasy was happy, and she was happy. So, it was an exciting game.
Lindsay is killing y'all league right now.
I ain't gonna lie, she is. She's actually undefeated, and I have yet to win. So,
I was disappointed by that guy. On the flip side of that, I needed I needed San Francisco to kick another field goal. They did not. They did not kick another field goal.
Ooh.
I would have won 375.
Ouch. Ouch. We could just move on from that. The Lions went to Arizona. We was both on the Lions. We talked about the Lions. Lions pulled that one out.
Right.
And then the last game we got before Monday night tonight was another shout out. I was wrong on this game, but same thing. Shout out to Rashee Rice. I might be 0-3 in that league, but in my work league, I'm 2-0, and I'm looking at 3-0 right now because Kyron Williams got me 3 touchdowns, and Rashee Rice went out there and caught like 12 balls for over 100 yards and a touchdown. Went out there, balled out. And the funniest thing about it was that I had no intentions of picking up Rashee Rice, but everybody was just dancing around this guy because, you know, this guy's got a track record. This guy's out here breaking the law. But guess what? Marcus don't got no problem picking up a bad guy.
That's your type of bad guy.
That's my type of bad guy right there. Like, hey, you know, during the off season, he might get a little trouble. He might have a fender bender here and there. But hey, when it comes between them lines, boy, what he all business. That's my type of bad guy.
Yeah, man. Kansas City pulled it out, man. There was a lot of controversy about that game. Do you think the referees are helping Kansas City along?
I do, but I didn't really see it in that game. I didn't watch all of it. I had to leave at the end, but I didn't really see it that much in that game. But I don't knock anybody who has that opinion.
There was a clear pass interference at the end of that game for the Atlanta to get a pass interference. Like the defender just wrapped his arms around the guy and clearly tackled him. And the referees, I mean, the guy had on yellow gloves, so it's not like you couldn't see it. So it was a clear pass interference, and no flags were thrown.
No, I mean, you know how it go, man. You know, watching Tom Brady for all those years with a magnifying glass, so you know how that goes.
I'm just glad it's not us.
Yeah. No, we actually benefited from a controversial call for the first time in Lions history.
Man.
So yeah, all we got left is Monday Night Football. I'm doubling down on my pick. I got Jacksonville getting 5 going into Buffalo. Oh, going into Buffalo? Wow, I thought they was at home. But yeah, I need Brian Thomas Jr. to have a great game. I'm going against Josh Allen. I got a lead right now, but you know, we'll see how that goes. And also, we got 2 games tonight. Washington and Cincinnati. Cincinnati is giving 7, and we are both on Cincinnati.
Yeah. Cincinnati's gonna take that game, and I'm sticking with Buffalo in the other game. Buffalo is on fire right now, and unless Josh Allen joshes it up, you know what I'm saying? I don't see them losing that game.
Hey, as long as he don't go crazy tonight, I could live with it. But
Josh Allen could throw 5 picks and still win the game.
I would love that. As long as he and I would have them. If they won by 3, I'd be okay with that.
It's possible. But yeah, man. I think we covered everything. It's a little longer episode than usual. There's a lot of topics to get through, but with that said, man, I think we covered everything for the moment. Go in here and watch this Monday Night Football, man, and get it y'all at the end of the week before week 4. And that's all I got.
All right, man. I'll get at you.
Detroit